where is Goose?
I don't know, he was right behind me. I was mid-conversation, I turned around and he was gone.
Darren, good to see you're adhering to section 48, line 3 of the co-host guidebook. To always wear a costume when applicable.
Oh, absolutely right, Goose. Oh. Well, now it's time for our second review.
Ah, yes. No Man's Sky is the space exploration experience from Hello Games. It's a game with a procedurally generated open universe to explore, kind of like Minecraft. There's an almost infinite number of planets to discover.
Roughly 18 quintillion planets to be precise, Hex. Why, to visit each of them for just a single second would take 5 billion Earth years.
Whoa, that's kind of bamboozling, Darren. But while that does sound daunting, fortunately you won't have to visit them all.
Right, so let's start at the beginning.
User initialization sequence complete.
You wake up crash-landed on a planet and must set about finding the necessary materials to repair your ship. It's a great first 20 minutes as you stumble about this alien world for the first time, figuring out what's going on.
And this starting planet is different for each player. It's a unique alien world that stands as your first discovery.
And guys, I love that initial feeling of confusion and loneliness. I'm stranded on an alien planet, help me, someone. But then you quickly learn how to build an analysis visor, which you use to identify all the alien flora and fauna that you come across. And this is where the game starts to get its hooks in.
Ah, yes, it's one of the most fun things to do early on. Searching for weird little creatures and venturing into strange caves, logging your discoveries, which you can rename.
Units received.
And then you upload them to a global player database. And if another player finds your planet, they'll see everything as you named it, which is pretty cool.
The game's alien life is all procedurally generated too, so that means you can find some extremely odd creations. Some are the icky stuff of nightmares, and some are kind of cute, in a creepy alien way.
I shall call him Lumpy. But apart from all this David Attenborough in a spacesuit business, you'll also need to start mining your resources. These are the materials that you'll need to fix and power things, and then upgrade all your equipment. And using that mining tool was really satisfying.
Yeah, seeing all those resources flying towards you.
Firing my laser!
I like that all the minerals are actually based on the periodic table as well. For example, there's plutonium, zinc, carbon, and even iron. I feel like I'm learning something sciencey. Like if I had this game when I was at school, I would have aced all my tests.
I'm not sure if building spaceship hyperdrives from Iridium is in the school curriculum, Goose.
Totally should be.
Well, you quickly learn that you can only carry so much though. So a lot of the game becomes about managing your limited inventory slots. Until you can unlock more at least. Or selling off excess stuff at a nearby trading post.
It doesn't take long before you'll be keen to see what else is out there in the galaxy. And what's amazing is that at no point does this game ever go to a loading screen. You'll fly straight out into space, pick another planet, and hurtle towards it at great speed, all the way down to the surface. Upon which you'll discover a totally new planet to explore. It's just so cool.
Some planets you find may even have hostile conditions, like extreme heat or cold, making it difficult to survive unless you find shelter.
Extreme cold critical.
And when you do find an outpost of some kind, you'll meet one of the game's sentient alien races.
Visualizing.
Here, you are sometimes challenged to choose a response for a potential reward, even though you can't understand the alien's language. Learning a bit more about these aliens and their role in the galaxy is interesting, but I just wish the encounters were a bit more meaningful, than just getting an upgrade to your mining laser or whatever.
I was just excited to find more things to click on. Ooh, look, a trading terminal.
If you want to learn the alien languages, you can explore planets for alien monoliths or knowledge stones.
Plus, the ancient alien structures look so cool and mysterious out in the middle of nowhere.
While the game does have a central objective of finding your way to the center of the galaxy, which could take you anywhere between 30 to 100 hours, for me it seems obvious that the game here is not really about reaching a final objective, but in just enjoying the journey along the way. And guys, I'm really enjoying that journey.
I don't know, I got a bit tired of the constant need to mine for resources. It just felt like this endless loop that honestly started to drive me a bit nuts. And I think after you've explored your 10th planet or so, you start to see how repetitive the formula is. The planets may look different, but what you do there is the same each time. To the point where I started to question why I was even playing anymore. I mean, give me something to build, to call my own, something to fight for. Even just a little AI companion, like a little alien dog or something.
Or a snakebird.
Or a snakebird, I would have settled for that.
Well, space is infinite, Hex. You could say that the game is making you feel small and meaningless, and that life ultimately has no purpose.
Whoa, that's kind of deep, Darren. Hex, I see what you mean, but I'm still really enjoying my little space holiday. There are so many cool moments, like the first time you fly into a space station. Or get caught up in a space battle. Or even go underwater for the first time. Plus, the game is just so beautiful, guys. I can't stop taking screenshots.
Yeah, it does look good, but the thrill faded for me a lot faster than I was expecting. The devs have said they're going to add base building in an upcoming patch, and I really hope that's true because I just feel like this needs a more meaningful layer.
Sure, I think Hello Games should at the very least be applauded for what is an incredible technical achievement. The scale and scope of this nearly infinite universe is amazing, don't you think?
Oh, totally, it can't be faulted there. So what are you gonna score it?
I think I'm going to be lost in this one for quite some time. That thrill of heading out to explore a new planet, it just, God, I'm going to say it, it gives me goosebumps. I'm giving it 3.5 rubber chickens.
Well, I don't think we've ever seen anything quite like this before, and I really respect what Hello Games has achieved. But for me personally, it was just a little bit too grindy and with not enough purpose, so I'm giving it 2.5 rubber chickens.
Did you know there are more stars in the universe than there are grains of sand in all the beaches on planet Earth?
Wow, so there could be anything out there.
Anything.
Oh!
Snakebird!
Oh, it's just one of those friendly creatures from No Man's Sky.
I think we startled him.
Look at him go.
Hey, buddy.
Hello.
It's okay.
Hi, little guy. Hello.